brothers, parents, and collectors. Cowabunga! This is today's not Lego set, building set. It is a non-Lego product, construction set, and it's a Ninja Turtle set in celebration of the new Ninja Turtle movie coming out. So, before I get to it any further, I just want to let new viewers know that I do in-depth reviews of models and construction kits, both new and old, and mostly Lego, but other products as well, like this case. And I also do reviews and discussions of other creative works like movies, video games, and animation. Because they are in-depth reviews, they can be on the longer side. This one shouldn't be too bad since it's a smaller set. The box is actually quite big. Not as much in here as it looks. But there are timestamps embedded down here that you can use to jump around to your favorite part or to come back to at a later date as bookmarks. They're in the description as well, so you can use those. And let's take a closer look at this box. Now, I already see something that kind of bugs me, and I don't remember the skateboard too much in the anime, or in the cartoon, but I think it was in there once. I do remember it a lot in the video games, but it definitely wasn't this big. It was large, don't get me wrong, it was a large skateboard, but this thing is practically the size of a car compared to the turtle there. So we'll have to check that out. But what we got here is we got another nice little street corner there with a manhole and a fire extinguisher. Yeah, that's not what that is. But we got a traffic light and the water fire hydrant there. And we got the back there, showcasing it a little bit better. I don't know if this has got a feature to it, but I didn't think the last one did either. Oh, and speaking of the last one, this is the second set in this series. I have done one other one with Michelangelo and a pizzeria, and I was very surprised with that because I thought it was just the pizzeria, but it had some gimmicks in that as well. I don't know if this will or not, but we'll find out when we open it up. I will have a link here to that previous set review, so you can check that out if you want to. And getting down to this guy's details, is for ages 6 and up. It has 116 pieces and is a snap and switch is what they call it kit, made by Well Played. And of course it also has the Nickelodeon name on it as well, because they have the license and shared the license with the company so they could make it. I've done these, that's like I said, I did a set like this before, and this is very original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles inspired, and also the figures are very much more Lego looking ones, like the original Lego Ninja Turtle ones. We had the Mega Bloks ones that came out later, and they are definitely a lot different than these. We'll talk about them some other time, and I do have some of those Turtle Lego sets. I don't have a lot, like literally I might only have one, but we'll be checking out them someday too. But first, let's open this up and see what's inside. Here we have the contents of the box, and we have a pamphlet instruction booklet, not too big, and not too many steps. And we also have a very small sticker sheet. Unfortunately, the manhole cover has a sticker, which I'm a little disappointed in, but not a lot, although this one is not like the other set and doesn't really require as much. Plus, the other one had a lot of surface area that you could put stickers, and it was a little bit more fun and more sticker heavy because of that. This one has stickers out of necessity. Now, this thing had 3 small bags in it, and since they're small and they're not stepped, I did all of them at once, but we can show you each one individually here. This was the bigger bag with the bigger pieces. It moves around down here. We got some wheel parts and some other stuff. A lot of yellow 1x3s there. Other colors. This is the smaller bag here. So a lot of transparent pieces. Red, green, and yellow. I don't know if we have leftover parts or what. The traffic light there. That's probably what those transparent parts are for. Got a chain. That's cool. And then the last bag just had the turtle on it. Raphael here. And it's nice to see we got some arm printing. We'll take a closer look at that when we get it put together. But it's also got 3 hand parts. So we definitely have some leftover bits here. When we get this all put together. Here we have our one and only leftover piece. It's a hand. Remember, right, there was a hand left over with the other set. I don't remember if there was anything else, but I don't know if that means that they're worried that the hands are either going to break, or 2, that they will get lost. When I put the figure together, they seemed pretty solid. They aren't going to come out that easy, but I don't know, but that's all there is. Here we have the set all assembled here, and it looks pretty good from this angle. We've got a nice little build here for a street. Does use stickers, and this one in particular definitely could use one with the manhole there. It's a very non-manhole looking, just looks like a circle there. I didn't put the stickers on so we could see what it looks like without them, but yeah, definitely could use some there. The other stickers, I believe, are primarily for the skateboard here, and I don't really feel like it's missing it too much. I mean, if you want to be more accurate to the original design, you probably want to put the stickers on. But overall, it doesn't look that bad without them. The traffic lights, interesting little build there. Not sure about why they chose yellow. This does take place in New York City, so maybe they have yellow lights there, traffic lights? I don't know. Well, I've been there once, but I'm not from around there. Now, the skateboard's interesting. It looks fairly accurate to the original design, though it's been a while since I've seen it. Maybe I should have looked up a picture for it. But my overall problem with it is not its design and the way it looks, is its size compared to the turtle. Now, I know they were a little bit on the bigger side as far as skateboards go, but this thing feels more like a car. Like he could have him sit down, whatever, and drive it if he had a steering wheel here. But instead of that, he's got this control thing here. I'm pretty sure that's what they used to control it, was this wire. They actually don't show anywhere in the instructions or in anything that has him holding on to this, but that leads to the back here where the little engine goes, so I'm assuming that's what's going on there. And then there's some kind of gun here in the front, I guess, which, remember, right, that was also true, but doesn't really do anything. You can get it to rotate a little bit if you wanted to, but I don't know how with just a single controller there that's able to work out. Now, let's look at the figure here a moment. He's got 2 sides here, and this is the only figure in here, so we're just gonna take a close look at it here. He's got the 2 sides, which are definitely a little bit different than the ones we see from Lego and Ninjago, but at least he has his weapons. I don't remember if Michelangelo actually came with weapons in the other set. Here he is. He looks very cartoon accurate. He even got some arm and leg printing there, so he looks pretty good. Now this is very you know, based off of a regular Lego minifigure. It does not have it just has a special molded head. Doesn't have a regular Lego looking head that this slides over. It's not a mask is what I want to say. It's a fully molded head. And although this is very similar to a Lego minifigure, it is definitely not, especially when you come here to the legs. And the legs they hold on pretty good, but you can easily pull them apart. Um, which, that would be probably cause problems, like if you're sitting it down inside a vehicle, and it does have anti-studs on the back of the leg. So if it's stuck in there and you wanted to get them out, figure back out, your legs might pop off before that would happen. But it is a really nice looking figure, and printed really well. Said there's an extra hand, but I don't really see why. I mean, these, when they clip in, they're in pretty good. They aren't going to fall out, and they seem pretty sturdy. This is made out of good plastic. The backpack, or the shell, is just basically a backpack, which I'll pop off here. Well, it does. Oh yeah, this is right. This goes on really tight, so I'm not gonna take it off. But this is basically a backpack like you would have for your Lego set, Lego figure of a quiver, or a Ninjago, their back scabbards or anything like that. So, yep, figure's pretty nice. Now, I want to show one weakness point for this set. We'll talk about it in the final evaluation, but putting them on here, there's just 2 studs here, but usually it falls apart. It's easy to put back together, but the downward pressure of getting him attached to his feet to this piece causes it to break. So that's one little. It's not too hard to put back together, but it'd still be a pain. And this fell off for whatever reason. Oh well, it's only attached by a stud. So, anyways, let's head back to the desk, and I will give this a final eval. Alright, we're back here at the desk, and I'll be giving this a final evaluation in just a moment. A couple things I wanted to say and give my overall thoughts. First, I've already put together one of these sets, and the pieces are nothing bad about these pieces. Good quality plastic. They lock together well. So, as far as this being a non-Lego brand, I am going to judge it based off regular Lego quality pieces. So going to start up at the higher end of my evaluation, or my evaluation score, to start off with. And overall, I'm not in love with this set. I like, even just looking at it without putting it together, I was more interested in the pizza a parlor set than this one, but thought I'd buy both of them, both for reviews and just for my personal taste. And I mean, it's got an awesome turtle figure, which we'll talk about in a moment. The only problem is there's only 2 of them with 2 of the turtles. I don't know how we're going to get the other 2. Hopefully, maybe they'll release more sets. But overall, the set was definitely not impressive. And as we go through the final evaluation, you'll see why. I'm not going to say too much about it now. Biggest gripe is with the vehicle. And that's where I'm going to leave that. We're going to start a final eval, of course, with the appearance, like usual. And overall, I'd say this looks good. My biggest problem was the skateboard thing looking way too big than it should be. I understand the original skateboard was a little bit on the larger side, but not like this. This looks like it could be a small car for the turtle. Put a steering wheel on there and we'd be good. That being said, the turtle figure itself looks great, and the little side build over here is very charming and looks nice. Really no complaints about that, other than stickers, but that's a typical complaint. But yeah, the proportions here are definitely really off, and I gave appearance a 9. Now, as far as function, well, there really isn't much function going on here at all, and that's another disappointment for this set. But not really disappointed because I wasn't expecting much. Pizza Parlor surprised me in that it had the disc launcher in it, and I wasn't expecting that. This one, well, I wasn't expecting anything from that. I wasn't expecting anything from this either. What I was expecting was it to roll, and it does roll. I would say it doesn't roll the greatest. There's an awful lot of just sliding going on. So yeah, the function, what little there is not amazing, and I ended up giving a function an 8. It's okay that not much functions. I mean, oh, there is the little propeller in the back that spins. That works well, but I feel like actually the wheels need to roll a lot better. There's no tires or rubber on them. They're just plastic, and I think that might be part of the problem. I'm not sure. But yeah, function got an 8. Now, moving on to fun. Well, it looks like it would be a fun set, although the build was not overly interesting, and there's no real narrative going on here. Just Raphael on the skateboard in the city, I guess. And that's it. So there's not a lot of play there. Biggest issue and the detriment of all is if you want to just do normal play with this set, which is just the turtle. You know, you got the figure, maybe he's down here on the street. Oh, he wants to get on his skateboard, so you go put him on the skateboard, and the skateboard splits in half. Without any real stress, you know, you're not putting extra force on it, and it's partially to do with how it's built, which we'll talk about here in a moment. But just for some simple play and the thing falls apart, which is easily put back together and remedied, but it should not be doing that. You should be able to put the turtle on the skateboard without any problems and just zoom away and you're done. And because of that, the main reason it wasn't going to get a high grade to begin with, but it's getting a 7. Basically, this becomes just a centerpiece. There's really not much play you can do with it. Now, moving on to technique, which is also related to what we just talked about. There was some interesting attempts to make this. There's some studs on side building, but the overall design is not good. As I said, you just put the turtle on there and the skateboard splits in half. And that's pretty much because what you have here is a wall that you built, a small wall. And the overall build for a wall is fine, but you can't take a wall and lay it on its side and expect it to hold much weight. And that's what you get here. It breaks right down the seams when you go to push the turtle on there. It doesn't have to hold up much weight. That's not the problem. It's just simply putting the turtle on there. And also, this is built very similarly to where it's straight up and down building. There would need some kind of reinforcement. I don't know if you could probably put another layer in there and just, I mean, you wouldn't need to double layer the whole thing, but just part of it so that I might be able to. So you could have extra reinforcement there. But they didn't do that, and we're judging the set alone. And even the smaller side build, although it looks good, it's kind of got a really weak attachment because of the way it's designed. That's not the greatest either. So this had really sucky technique for the vehicle. This is meh, okay, but could have been better. And I gave technique also a 7. Sadly enough. This is definitely something, like, it's designed for kids, but I feel like it's more of a display piece than it is a fun little toy for them to play with once they have it assembled. So as far as final A value, take all that up, you end up with a 31. Yes, a 31, and you get a 7.75 for the final average. We are going to round it up like we always do to the nearest half, which in this case will be an 8. Final eval is an 8, so it's not as great as the other set. That's my only real disappointment. I mean, I wasn't expecting much from a Five Below building set, but you never know. And like I said, the other set was rather surprising. And yes, I got this at Five Below. I think I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video. And with that, it cost the $4.99 or $5 that it was there at Five Below, and you're getting over 100 pieces. The price per part count is absolutely amazing, but are you getting $5 worth of gear mountain of stuff here? Yeah, this is about equivalent to a poly bag. I think you're getting a little bit more than a regular Lego poly bag, but for that price, like Lego terms, this could easily be a $10 set. But is disappointing. It's basically pretty much a display piece. Now, if you're a fan of Raph, he's your favorite turtle, you might want to pick this up. And really, at $5, it's not a bad price for what you're getting here, even though there's not the greatest design going into this. I mean, you want the motorcycle, or the skateboard, that's reminiscent of what they used in the video game, and I think, like I said, was in the cartoon much once or twice. You're gonna get that. I would recommend stickers, putting the stickers on, and I probably will put the stickers on, at least the manhole cover. Yeah, so not terrible, but a bit of a disappointment, especially compared to the other one. And I do recommend that one over this one a lot. I mean, and having a Pizza Hut, or not Pizza Hut, pardon me, a pizza parlor for Ninja Turtles is great, and is something that they don't think they ever did, neither Lego or Mega Blocks did. So having that was a nice touch. I don't think they did anything like this either, but I just wish that this was better. So that's it for me here. To let me know what you guys think about this set. Said I did this for kind of to celebrate the new movie coming out, which I hope is good, and who knows, maybe it'll be really good and we might see other Lego, or at least construction sets based off of it, maybe Mega Blocks. I know people don't like the Mega Blocks, but I do like their minifigures, although they feel like more like mini action figures. Other than this, unlike this, which is definitely very Lego minifigure like. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Are you looking forward to the movie? And I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did like it, please hit the like button. And if you're new here or haven't yet, please subscribe and leave your thoughts down below. That's it. Me here at the Creation Evaluation Station, reminding you that creativity is key.